So, you're on the market for a new handheld gimbal, maybe your first, and you don't know what to get, whether it's the Crane or the Ronin S or whatever other ones there are that aren't really important. Well, today's video is going to be all about the DJI Ronin S. What's up, YouTube fam? Welcome back to the channel. My name is David Lee. For everyone that is new here, I'm a photographer and cinematographer looking to help you improve your visual content through tutorials, advice, and entertain you guys with my own content. So today is almost 6 months that I've actually owned the Ronin S. Since it actually came in the mail, I unboxed it and I started using it. I wanted to dedicate a video to this because it's been 6 months and I still get the question, do you like it? Is it worth buying? I'm thinking about buying it and I don't know if I should. Today's video is going to be strictly dedicated to the DJI Ronin S, what I love about it, what I hate about it, and why you should or shouldn't buy it. In the comments below, let me know, are you guys interested in buying the DJI Ronin S, or are you guys looking at different handheld gimbals? What are you looking at? What are you thinking of buying? Let me know in the comments below, and let's get started with the DJI Ronin S 6 months in. Now, personally, I'm just going to start off by saying I actually love the DJI Ronin S. The capabilities on this are absolutely amazing. The shots I get off of it are amazing. The smoothness, the capabilities of carrying the 1DX2, which is an extremely heavy camera, along with a Sigma lens and an ND filter, is insane. I'm able to carry all of that on this handheld bad boy right here. The shots that come off it are amazing because it allows me to reach over. I can hold it by this tripod handle, this stand, and actually use it to extend the arm. So it makes it a lot easier to go overhead and look down or under, and the undersling mode is absolutely amazing as well, so you can hold it like this basically and grab some walking shots, which is pretty crazy. I mean, I don't use it that often, but it is definitely nice to have, especially if you're trying to get something like that and get like a walking shot of the feet or something. I use it sometimes, but honestly not that often. It's kind of a weird position to walk in. I love the capabilities of it. I love the durability. I love the ease of it. I love being able to carry it. I love being able to have this joystick here with 3 different modes. So mode number 1 is going to be your basically following mode. So it goes fast. It follows you everywhere you go. It's not like a cinematic thing. It's like a really quick, jittery type stabilized footage. Mode number 2 is more of a cinematic follow you movement. So it rolls, it tilts, it pans in a more cinematic way. The third mode doesn't roll at all. It only pans and tilts. It stays stationary. It doesn't roll either side. It keeps it balanced and stable and cinematic, and you can just work with that. If you don't like rolls, if you don't like it following you every movement you go. Now, with the cameras I use, I actually haven't been able to use the follow focus, the DJI focus here on the side. I'm still waiting for a firmware update from DJI to allow it on the 1DX2 or however that may be, whether it's through a remote or something else. I'm still waiting on that, but honestly, I can't wait for that because like it's gonna be insane to be able to actually pull focus on my 1DX with that, because it'll make my videos so much easier to work with. Because right now it is pretty hard to work with it because I got a touch screen. I mean, it's not that bad because when I'm using it, the 1DX on here, I'm actually able to use the touchscreen, which is really good because it makes it so much easier for me to be able to see the screen to pull focus rather than using it on the Ronin M, which I have to kind of work my way around the battery to look at the screen, and to be able to have to focus, I'd have to reach through the compartments and the holes of the Ronin M to be able to focus. The Ronin S leaves a lot of room for me to be able to see and touch the screen on my camera and be able to maintain my image and kind of keep the details where I want them to be and make sure that everything looks good. Now, I've talked a lot about what's good about the Ronin S, but I haven't talked about the bad parts. Let me talk about the bad parts. So the biggest problem I've had with the Ronin S so far was about 2 months ago. So there's this plate, right? And it slides into right here. About 2 months ago, I would lock this plate, and I'd be like, okay. And it happened randomly. It happened super randomly. So I would unlock it, and the plate would get stuck. Like, it wouldn't move. It gets stuck right here, and I'd have to wiggle my way out of it. I'd spend like 40 minutes trying to wiggle my way out of it, and then finally, it would come out. So that was an issue that happened with the Ronin S. It happened to some people, it didn't happen to everybody. Now DJI, of course, we sent it back and they fixed it for us for free, no charge at all. They fixed it. It's also a very tedious thing to have, especially if you're on set and it happens randomly. Like, it just starts to happen right there on set. You can't take it out, you're having an issue, you need to switch fast, you need to do it really quick, but you can't because the plate is stuck, so you're kind of in a pickle. So that was the biggest issue I had with the Ronin S, and now it's fixed now, so there's no big issue now. The second issue, I guess, is the follow focus. I can't use it with the 1DX2, so it's not capable with all the cameras just yet, but I have faith that they will do it. I truly believe that they will do it. Oh, one more good thing about it is the battery life. The battery life, I've never had it drop below 3 bars for me. I've never had it on the last bar ever, and I've used it consistently. I left it on. Sometimes I forget to even turn it off overnight, and I come back and it is still good with battery. It's pretty insane. Now, it's said to last, what, 12 hours, but it's worked with me for nearly 12 without running out at all. It's still on 2 bars. You just kind of have to be smart about when to turn it off and whatnot, and it will last you forever. Like, honestly, forever. Let's kind of rate the Ronin S through some factors. So stability, I'm gonna give it a 9. Sometimes it freaks out, sometimes it jerks left and right, and it's kind of weird. I think it's because of my 1DX2 and I didn't stable it completely 100% right. But you know, honestly, it's not that bad, so maybe it's gonna be like a 9 and 9.5 for stabilization. When it comes to weight, the Ronin S is pretty heavy, so I'm gonna have to give it like a 7. See, I work with a 1DX2, so it's extremely heavy, on top of a Sigma lens, on top of the Ronin S. People carry the Ronin S and like, wow, this is super heavy. And then they carry with my 1DX2 and they're like, wow, how are you not swole? You know, that is kind of like a me problem. But so I'm gonna give it like a 7. Weight's not that bad by itself. It is heavier than most handheld gimbals, I believe. Not that bad, to be honest, so I'm gonna give it like a 7 or an 8 when it comes to weight. Ease of access, I'm gonna give that a 10. I love the app. I love the Ronin app. It's insane. It's pretty crazy, super easy to use. You can control all 3 modes in it. You can do everything from the app. You can even control the gimbal from the app, which is pretty cool. So you can just leave it there. You can shoot a time lapse and just use your phone. Well, if you can release the shutter as well. Pretty easy use, pretty easily to understand. Everything is awesome in the app, and the Ronin S itself is super easy to use. Once you learn the 3 modes, you're good to go. Use the joystick, you got the button, pretty awesome. Is there anything else bad about the Ronin S that I figured? Traveling with it is kind of annoying when you're trying to fit it in your bag, or you're trying to put in the side handles and stuff. It gets super annoying because, you know, the Ronin S is pretty big compared to some handheld gimbals. Of course, you can detach this, you can detach this, but then this part is still a little too much. I can't fit it in my backpack, and I don't want to like throw it in there, stuff it in, and kind of like mess it up. You know, it gets pretty big, pretty hefty when it comes to the size of it, and you know, storing it is pretty hard, so I kind of have it strapped in on my side pocket on my backpack, and I don't know. I mean, I make it work, but it's still pretty annoying. So should you buy the DJI Ronin S 6 months later, or should you get something else? Personally, I think it depends on your payload. So how heavy is your camera, and do you need the features of the DJI Ronin S? Now, the app is amazing. DJI's customer service has improved a lot. They're more responsive, they're more lenient, they're more nice about it. And they even have like a home base in California now, so shipping is a lot faster than most. So where like Zhiyun Crane is gonna be in China, it's gonna take a long time to ship. Customer service might not be the best, and if there's any problems, you gotta ship it back to China, and you know, it's a lot of hassle. It takes a while. DJI's customer service and home base is improved. It's a lot better. It's a lot easier now. So if that's an issue for you guys, DJI Ronin S is pretty good with that now. Stabilization, it's amazing. I love it. I use it for so many things. I use it when I travel. I do so many different videos with the DJI Ronin S, and I love using it. It's super easy to use, super easy to carry around. When I walk around with it, I kind of grab it like this, and my camera's just hanging off like this. I just kind of walk around and grab it like this. It's super awesome. It's just great. I love everything about it, but you know, there's some flaws I wish I could fix. Honestly, super amazing. These flaws that I want fixed are kind of like a me issue, like 100% stabilization. You know, stabilizing 100% is super annoying, super hard, and I get it to like 95% stabilization, and then, you know, like some things are a little bit shaky, but, you know, nothing that warp stabilization can't handle, you know. Anyways, that's all for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys are new here, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and tune into the next video on this channel sometime soon, sometime next week, I guess. And I will catch you in that video. Thank you guys again. See you next week, and have an amazing day, morning, night, wherever you watch from, and I'll see you later. Peace.